Hello, online crew. How are you? I've just like a second before I went on live, I'm like, I forgot about Instagram. So I will download this video after I've done it and upload it to Instagram. Completely forgot. I've been on calls for the last 2 hours. So sometimes these things happen, but that's just what's going on in my head at the moment. How are you? Today we're going to talk about motivation. And are you in a slump at the moment? Have you been in a slump? Do you go through slumps? Do you feel at various times that you're not motivated? I want to talk about this today because this is a reality for everybody, particularly in this industry of direct sales, social selling, network marketing, all of the above. We go through times where we're really good, and then we go through times where we're just not motivated to do things. Like, have you felt that before? Are you there at the moment? Do you feel unmotivated at the moment? I just want to give you some things that help me when I get into these kind of feelings, and it happens. It generally happens when you're really busy and you're trying to manage too much and everything gets a little bit overwhelming. That one of the first things to go in this industry is our business, because we're just not motivated to do it because we're coping with everything else. Who can relate to that? Does that ring true to any of you? So welcome to today's live. It is awesome, always awesome to be live here with you. If we haven't met before, my name is Helen Martin. I should remember my name. My name is Helen Martin. It's been one of those days. My name is Helen Martin and I'm your online crew captain. And this is just a little bit of fun for our online crew community here, because my point is that we can build our business anywhere with an internet connection, including a beach. Who wants to build their business from the beach, from the sunshine? Who's going on a cruise ship with me one day? One day it'll happen, guys. When it's safe, when it's safe one day. Some of us are getting on a cruise ship and I'm going to be sipping margaritas with whoever wants to sip a margarita with me, or whatever your poison of choice is. But we are in a beautiful industry that can afford us these kind of freedoms if we can build our business the right way. To me, my motto, what I stand for, is being a human before a marketer. So it's building my business in an ethical way, in a way where I'm not pushing my business down people's throats. It's, in a way of building an audience, gaining influence, through all the things that we do on social media. So who's with me on that one? Who wants to build their business in that way? Let me know. Now, before I get into today's topic, I wanted to check in with you guys. I just figured the reason why I didn't queue up Instagram is because I wanted to show you this. So it put me off. This morning I woke up to this changing stories, reels. Have you got that? Have you always had that? So I can just literally flick back and forth now from stories to reels right in front of my face. So they've put reels right up here in its own feed now. Who's already had that? Or did you get that today like I did? So that is what caused me to forget about queuing up Instagram. No biggie. I'll just download this and upload it later. Those in the coaching community, we've got our live Q&A Zoom calls this week for June. So in 25 minutes time, if you're in the time zone of US and Canada, make sure you jump on that Zoom. That's your opportunity to ask me any question about your business, what's going on for you, what are you struggling with, what do you need help with, get some coaching from me. That's all part of the coaching community experience. So make sure you jump on with me in 25 minutes time. All the details are in the coaching community Facebook group. Join us for Clubhouse tomorrow, where we're talking about, how to talk to prospects about what's in it for them. So that'll be really good as well, a good discussion. And don't forget, if anybody has the opportunity to party with me in Vegas in July, it's like only a month away. Click the link above and check out the details and join me in Vegas. I'm getting nervous. I'm getting excited, but I'm getting nervous because passports haven't arrived. I can't apply for visas until the passports arrive. So there's nerve-wracking stuff going on. I'm getting nervous about speaking on stage alongside multiple $1 million earners in this space like Ray Higdon and John and Nadia Milton. Like, it's daunting, guys, but it's very, very exciting. So details are above. Or just go to attractionmarketing.com/Helen for the details and who's speaking and whatever. So how are you guys? Just want to say hello. We've got Dan, we've got Beth, we've got Mike. Mike needs to snap out of it and get motivated. So hopefully today will help you. Hello, Darlene. Darlene made a C. What did you make, Darlene? You've confused me. Or we haven't decided yet. What does that mean, Beth? You probably left that ages ago. Hi, Laurie. How are you? We have it all planned out already. Woohoo! Hi, Joanne. Good to see you on. Yes, we've had that for quite a while. Yay, Canada. Okay, good for you. Haven't noticed. Have had that for a while. Yep, got it. Had it for a few days. Okay, so it's rolling out. So some of you have had it for a little while, and others, it's rolling out. So Laurie's there. Good to hear. Excited for you, Helen. You're going to be amazing. Thank you, Darlene. Are you going? Are you going to be there, Darlene? Oh, the emoji for the concierge team. So which one was it? Which did they decide? Oh, you haven't decided yet. Okay. So Laurie and Beth from my online crew concierge team are trying to decide on an emoji. If you're familiar with my community, the palm tree sort of represents our community. The fish represents my free group. The cruise ship represents our coaching community. The wave represents my VIP mentorship program. The anchor represents my life members in the coaching community. And we're trying to come up with an emoji for Laurie and Beth in our concierge team. So that's what that's all about. They need to make a decision. Oh, Darlene, you won't be there. Wish you could make it work. Oh, well, I'll miss you. But thank you for your kind comments. Okay, so let's get into it. Everybody, including myself, goes through periods, especially in this industry, where we feel a little bit stuck and you feel really unmotivated to build your business. It's just a reality of the industry that we're in. You're your own entrepreneur. You don't have a boss on your back, waiting for a paycheck at the end of the week. So, you have to show up. Otherwise, you're not going to get the paycheck. Entrepreneurialism is totally different, and you need to motivate yourself. So no one's coming to save you. It's up to you to keep yourself motivated and, challenged and driven, to do everything we need to do in this industry. But it's reality that we go through slumps sometimes. So I wanted to share with you some things that help me, because I go through this as well, along with you. And, the more that we have on in our lives, like for myself at the moment with some family issues and my dad being in hospital, he's still in hospital. We still can't find him care at the moment. Like, there's just a lot on. And unfortunately, sometimes the business sort of slides, or you get less motivated to build the business because you got so much going on. Okay, I think you know what I mean if you've been in this industry for a while. So the other thing, without offending anybody, the other thing to think about is when you're that busy, how organized are you? Because that will spin you into overwhelm. You got too much going on, and then you're definitely going to go through a slump in building your business. So planning and being organized and all of that kind of stuff is kind of critical to dealing with everything that you've got going on to keep motivated to build your business, because you need to have that organization. So that's just one thing to keep in mind. It's not one of my 7 necessarily. It builds within the 7, but you need to be really good at planning your busy life if you have a crazy life like I do. And then you'll get less overwhelmed, therefore you can continue on doing the things. But if you're not organized, then it's going to be hard for you to continue to doing the little things. But here's my steps, okay? Got them written down here so I don't forget one of them. The most important thing to start with if you're in a slump and you're not feeling very motivated is to start really small and focus on 1 or 2 things that you need to do. So as I said before, when you're in a slump and you're not motivated, you've got too many things going on in your brain. I guarantee it. And you get into this overwhelm and then you're just not motivated. You know what it feels like to be motivated when you're happy and excited and things are going well and you're getting results and momentum sort of builds? It's when you're focused, you're doing focused things and you actually give yourself half a chance to get some results because you're concentrating on something and you're really focused, and that then enables you to get results. Does this make sense? So you have to sort of strip everything back and get really focused on minimal things. Minimal things. So when it comes to your business, rather than do it, what doesn't work in this industry, I say this all the time, is all or nothing. If you're an all or nothing type of person, you will struggle in this industry. You will have great times, but you'll have more unmotivated times than great times because you need to be on to get results. And that's really hard to keep that up when you're all or nothing. You want to try to avoid that and have the consistency and focus on something really small, but focus on it like every day. Does that make sense? So rather than having, this big, audacious goal, and you think, oh, I've got to go on a 90-day run. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with 90-day runs, by the way, but that, they're really good at certain times, but it's like all or nothing. So when you're feeling in a slump and you're not motivated, and this, like, take this conversation outside business as well, and think about your health, have the way that you eat, the way that you look after yourself, the way that you sleep, the way that you exercise or don't. Like, some of you are brilliant at exercising every day, but crap at building your business. Some of you are really good at exercising every day, but terrible at what you eat. Like, we've got things that we're good at and things that we're not so good at. So the things that you're not so good at, that you're in a slump about, just start really, really small to get out of the overwhelm. You've got to strip everything back because, again, especially if you're not a good planner, overwhelm will stop you in your tracks and you get stuck. And if you don't look at these 7 type things that I'm sharing with you today, if you don't kind of take these on board, not all 7 will be relevant to you, but actively do something about it, you'll stay stuck. So remember, no one's coming to save you. So if you're stuck and you're unmotivated, you got to pull yourself out of it. So these are the kind of things to, focus on to pull yourself out of it. And one of those things is stripping all back your to-do list and everything that you're doing and going, okay, I really do want to build my business, but I can't do it all. What can I do that's manageable at the moment? And start small. But you are much better doing something small every single day for your business, so you actually give yourself to get results to get you motivated, than all or nothing, which is too time consuming and exhausting. So you do it for a week and then you don't get the results that you're looking for, and then you do nothing. So start small and do something small every single day. Same with eating. Just start eating healthier a little bit every day. Or maybe you need to drink more water every day. Or maybe you just need to exercise for 10 minutes a day. 10 minutes a day is better than nothing. So small things to help you get to where you want to go. Okay. So that's number 1. Number 2, you have to be adult enough to realize that you've got to pull yourself out of it and find some inspiration and excitement around whatever it is that you're you're unmotivated or stuck about. So think about that, regarding food or exercise or your business. Who can you talk to in your business that will inspire you and get you back on track? Who, this is why we have conferences and stuff like that in this industry, is because it helps get you motivated again. It helps you build the bigger picture again. It helps you build that motivation again. You know what I mean? So you've got to be adult enough to recognize, I'm in a slump. I'm stuck. How can I get some inspiration? So go and seek out somebody that inspires you. Go and ask for a mentor of yours to have a conversation and be honest enough to say, I'm stuck. Can you help? Like, you have to go and seek out some inspiration and motivation and excitement. Like, events can do that. That's one way to do it, but that might not be available to you there and then. But somebody, something, a book, what inspires you. You have to pull yourself out of it and get yourself inspired and excited again. If you don't do that, you're going to stay stuck. So that feeling of when you have a chat to somebody and you're feeling down, and you have a chat to somebody and they help you see a different perspective, or they give you some compliments and you're like, well, yeah, I guess I haven't done that badly. I have done some good things. I have grown. I've done this. And it just makes you feel better, and it inspires you a little bit more. Be adult enough to go and look for some inspiration and excitement to pull you out of the slump, because if you don't, you're going to stay there. And is that what you want? So it could be a person, it could be, a TED talk, it could be an audio book, it could be like, what's going to inspire you to like take some action. So that's your responsibility. Okay. Number 3, set a goal of some sort, a small goal, and work backwards from that. But do set a particular goal in the thing that you're in a slump about. Like, again, no one's coming to save you. Be adult enough, big enough, and ugly enough to actually set some small things to move you forward, whether it's the eating or the exercise or the business. Like, you can relate this to any area of your life. Just set a goal, set something. Set yourself a small goal and work backwards from that. So it could be, I don't know, some kind of eating plan, a small goal to eat better or cut out chocolate or something. It's something small to help you eat better. It may be a certain goal to drink X amount of cups of water a day, but it's a goal that you can work towards to help you, get there. Your business, it may be something small, but it might be posting on social media every day. It might be just networking for 15 minutes. It's something. Again, get out of the all or nothing. When the thing that you're motivated in, you need to start small. So set a goal and work backwards from that. You've got to take control here. You can't just get unmotivated. You can't just get unstuck. You have to actively do things to help yourself get motivated and unstuck. So these are the kind of things that you actively have to do, but they're just small. But something small can actually push the needle forward and help, and then it grows from there. Okay. Number 4, once you highly recommend this, whether it's food, exercise, health, business, or whatever. Number 4 is get somebody in your corner, or announce something publicly what your goal is, or talk to a friend that you work with in your business and say, this is my goal, I need you to keep me accountable. Or if you're committing to something, like, saying it publicly. Like, you've got to get outside your own head and help, with the external validation and the external, when we tell other people or we tell it publicly, whatever it is, you're more likely to follow through. If you don't tell anybody what your goals are, what you're striving for, you are answerable to nobody except the little voice in your head, and it doesn't matter if you let yourself down, and you're okay with that. So take responsibility for the small things, the little goal that you set, what you're going to do about it. And if it's not publicly, then maybe it's a close friend that can help keep you accountable or check in with you, and do the same for the other person. But you've got to get outside your own head and set something, outside of you to help you sort of stay motivated. No, I told them, or, somebody's messaging you in the morning. Have you done that? Oh no, I better, no, I'm getting it to it. Like, it helps keep you motivated when there are external sources to keep you accountable. Does that make sense? When you're the only one that knows what it is that you're trying to achieve or do or whatever, if you don't do it, there's no consequences. There's no motivation behind that. So take responsibility and actually, phone a friend, whatever it is, and tell them what the goal is or whatever, and ask them to keep you accountable to that. Like, it helps keep you motivated. Have any of you had somebody, or you doing that for each other, that you kind of keep each other accountable or motivated or competitive against each other, or, whatever, and it helps keep that motivation going. Like, it helps keep you driven because you're not doing it alone. This is the problem, that can arise with our industries. We feel like we're doing it alone. And therefore, if you don't do it, well, it's only me, doesn't matter, not motivated, I'm only letting myself down, it doesn't matter. So don't allow that to happen. Get out of your own head. Okay? So these require action. They require responsibility, self-responsibility, to do something about that, the fact that you're stuck. These are the kind of things you have to actively sort of think about and do, because you're not just going to get unstuck by yourself. You're not going to just suddenly get motivated for no reason. There are reasons that you get from unmotivated to motivated. So these are the things that you need to sort of look at. Number 5, whatever you are striving for, whatever that little goal was, whatever it is that you're trying to achieve, you've got to put it in front of you. You've got to remind, the whole RAS thing that I talked about, was that last week, reticular activation system. What you feed your brain with the most is what you'll end up concentrating on and acting on. So if there's a goal you're working towards, it's like how affirmations work. Like, put it on your bathroom mirror, put an alarm on your phone so it pops up once a day and reminds you of what it is that you're working towards. What do you need motivation for? What it is that you're trying to achieve, you need to have it in front of your face every day. So whatever works for you, notes on your phone or sticky notes or, whatever it is, but you need to have whatever it is that you're striving for, that you need the motivation for, in front of your face every single day, every day. Because it's the small things. It's not the all or nothing. It's the small things that you do every day, and that reinforcement, it changes the way your brain works. But unless you're kind of putting that in front of your face every day, the negative stuff is what creeps in. Okay. Number 6, get support. Reach out to somebody. As I said before, be big enough and brave enough and responsible enough to reach out to somebody in your corner and go, I'm stuck. I need help. Or from a partner, you might need more support from your loved one who doesn't enjoy your business. You need to have that conversation going, this is really important to me. I'd like some more support for you, because you not liking my business is demotivating me. And this goes against everything that I'm trying to work towards. Like, every one of you has got different scenarios around that, but get support from somebody to help pull you out of it. We all need somebody to talk to. It's not healthy for you to be the only one inside your head when you're stuck and you're unmotivated. You have to, have you ever felt that, like that, when you've had a conversation with somebody and it's like a problem shared is a problem halved? It's like, it just helps to talk things through. So get some support. But again, be adult enough to reach out to somebody and go, I am stuck and I admit it, and I'm not really sure what my first step should be. I just wanted to, have a chat with you about this. Can you help? Like, you've got to do that. You need other people. You need support. You need a different perspective. And sometimes you need somebody in your corner to help you get out of that stuck state. Don't stay stuck in your own head. You've got to be responsible enough to reach out when you know you need to. And the last thing is, and this is really important, I do this myself when I'm going through struggling times, which I am at the moment, with some personal issues, family issues, and stuff like that, is I'm getting up and exercising every morning earlier. Like, I got to fit more in my day now, because I've got to go to the hospital every single day to visit my dad and spend time with him and go to his house and clean out his fridge and collect his mail and, all the rest of it, because the situation he's in at the moment. So I am actually getting up earlier to make sure I fit exercise in, because I need that outlet to cope. I don't know if any of you feel that way, those of you that exercise, and it helps. There's so much science behind how exercise helps you get through shit, because the endorphins in the brain and stuff like that. But if I don't do it first thing in the morning, I won't exercise, because I don't have time for the rest of my day to get it done. I've got kids, as soon as school finishes, picking them up, like yesterday, took them to the orthodontist, dropped them home, straight back to the hospital. Like, there's just so much more to fit in. So I know for myself, I've got to start my day with some exercise, and I've got to start my day with some affirmations about what it is that what I really want to achieve over the next month, what Vegas is going to look like for me, that experience. I know I'm already starting to get nervous about speaking on stage in Vegas. So I know in my mind, I have to reframe that it's such the exciting opportunity that I have in front of me. So I'm channeling it in a really, really positive way instead of a nervous way. Does that make sense to you guys? So whatever it is that's going on for you, your morning routine, this is number 7, your morning routine and how you set up your energy, your physical, world and your brain is so important to how you execute the rest of your day. If you're that person that presses the snooze button 5 times over and you drag yourself out of bed, and the first thing you go for is the strongest black coffee that you could get. Like I've stopped, those of you that know me well know that I do this. Every few months I just go off coffee for some reason, just like that, go off it. So at the moment I'm back on hot water with lemon and I know some of you can't stand it. Maybe you don't even know what it is, but apple cider vinegar, because it's really, really good for your digestion. So I'm back on hot water with lemon and apple cider vinegar in the morning, and I love it. Like I didn't realize how much I missed it. So off coffee, exercising in the morning, positive affirmations in the morning. I've got to set up my brain the right way to get through what I need to get through in the next, few weeks. Does that make sense to you? So number 7 is how you set yourself up in the morning. Don't overlook that. If you need to get yourself through, get motivated because you've got so much going on and you need to get some stuff done for your business. It's about a combination of all of these things, but you have to take responsibility for your lack of motivation and your, if you're in a bit of a slump, like make a choice. Life is a choice, and either you choose to stay stuck and you choose to stay in a slump, or you choose to make decisions and choices. Say this to my kids every day: what would be a better choice? It's not about going da, 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 da. It's like, what would have been a better choice? Make good choices to take responsibility of where you're at. I have to do it big time at the moment with everything I've got going on, but it's keeping me sane, keeping me energized, keeping me on track, keeping me doing the things that I need to do. But I'm taking responsibility for all the stresses that I've got at the moment. So that's what I'm encouraging you to do. I've given you a few ideas, shared with you a few things that I do to help me sort of get through more challenging times than others, but you've got to take responsibility. Okay. No one else can get you motivated. No one else can get you out of a slump. You got to take control. So do some of those things and hopefully that will help. Okay, I've got 2 minutes to be on the live Q&A Zoom call for our coaching community. So hopefully if you're in the US, Canada time zone, come and you're a coaching community member, make sure you jump on Zoom. The details are in the Facebook group. So I'll see you there in a minute. The rest of you, we've got Clubhouse tomorrow, and then I'll see you live the next day as well. And I'll catch up with your comments after as well. Okay, so thanks for listening. I hope that's helpful. Go and get yourselves motivated and out of a slump, but take responsibility for your own life and your own actions. Okay, bye.